In the previous videos, we have seen how do we create a list using ranges directly, how do we create a list using named range, and how do we basically use the named range for a sum or a list to prepare a list. In this video, what we are going to learn about is to prepare dynamic list. So dynamic list can be prepared using name range, which is more preferable over here. So in the previous video, we have seen that we have prepared a script list, we have prepared companies list, and we have prepared a header list. Now over here, what we are trying to achieve, depending on the header which we select. So if we select beta as an header, so over here, whatever list appears, it should be only of beta values list. If I select over here volatility percentage, then the list should only be showing volatility as a percentages. So depending on my input over here, I have to provide output in the list. So how do I do that? So first of all, we have to prepare name ranges for each of the headers. So over here we had already created security. So security symbol, instead of that we have to write security over here, and it was security underscore name over here. Then industry, for industry we will create another name range called as industry. Same for equity capital, equity. Okay, I will rather write only equity, and I will change over here equity. Why we are changing this, I will get into a moment. uh, Float, just a float, float. Then weightage. So over here I will select the entire column, weightage. Same with beta, same with beta, beta. Same with R2, or rather R square. Same with volatility. So I will just write vol over here, and I will change the name here, return, and impact over here, return over here, and impact over here. All right, so now when I see my list for headers, most of the things would have been changed. All right, now there is something called as indirect as a function. What indirect does is it gives a reference, and it picks up the range of that particular reference. So how do we do that? So if I give indirect security, so internally it will give securities reference range, which is we have selected over here from A8 to A58, and then it will give in the drop down. The output will be shown in the drop down. Let's see how do we do that. So I'll go to data validation. Over here I have to prepare a list. Instead of giving just security, I will give indirect. So if I give security over here, it will provide all the values of securities, and then I pick up any value. Now how do I make it dynamic depending on that? If I change this to security name, this list still doesn't change. So how do I do that? So I will go to data validation. There is something called as indirect. I will open the bracket. Mind it, Excel will not prompt what function it is over here. When you are writing a function in this data validation tab, you have to manually write the function. You have to open a tab, or you have to open a bracket, and then give reference to this cell. Then you close the bracket, and then you press enter. This is the only change which we are going to learn in this particular video. So if I change this to security industry, my output will be changed. So it will take industry's name range location. So industry as a name range has reference from C8 to C58. It's this the reference till year, and then when I click indirect, or when I command Excel to fetch the particular range through indirect with respect to the input which I have chosen over here. So if I click beta over here, it will give me value of all the betas. Isn't it fantastic? As using a name range, I've created so much flexibility and so much dynamism in the sheet that I can practically choose the header and I can get the output over here. So this is the kind of an example which we usually see on the website. Depending on the list, the second list changes. So that's precisely the point, is a part of this video, which is a dynamic name range using indirect and offset. So indirectly it is offsetting, or indirectly it is taking a reference from some other range, other named range rather. In the next video we will see how do we create a dynamic name range using index. Thank you.